since she has no voice. Good evening. My name is Amy Brown. I would like to take a few moments to share with you a little bit about my dad and I. Some of my favorite memories with my dad are also some of the simplest memories. Things like just sitting there next to my dad and hearing his voice are what made me look back and smile. I loved it so much whenever my dad would take me out on our daddy-daughter dates. When I was little, it made me feel like absolute royalty to order whatever I wanted off the menu. Often my dad would take me out and buy me a new pair of shoes or a new toy. Even though that could seem like a small gesture, it was buying a pair of shoes with my daddy that made me the happiest 6-year-old on the planet. I loved just being with my dad and talking to him. My dad had that type of personality where all my stress and unhappiness could vanish away just because I was with him. God spoke to me through my dad. My dad always seemed to understand me perfectly and knew exactly what to say when I was upset. There were times when I would look into my dad's eyes and see the deep love and adoration my dad had for me. These were the moments that reflected God's great love for me and inspired me to pursue a relationship with Christ. My dad and I attended the first 2 father-daughter dances put on by Leap of Faith. It was those dances where I would slow dance with my dad, look into his eyes, and feel treasured and safe. On June 15th, 2013, at 5:28 a.m., I watched the life in my dad's face disappear. I watched the heart monitor drop to 0. I stared at his face as he took his last breath. I watched my dad slip away. For the next 5 hours, I stared at nothing but his empty body. June 16th, the very next day, was Father's Day. And on June 16th, 2013, I woke up, got ready, and went through my first ever full day and my first ever full Father's Day without my father. It has been exactly 1 year, 8 months, and 5 days since I've spoken to my dad. Since then, not one day has felt normal, and not one day has felt right. For the past 1 year, 8 months, and 5 days, the only thing I've wanted is him here. My dad can't be here to hold me tonight, and he isn't here to dance with me. Even though my dad can't be here for me tonight, dads, you can be here tonight for your daughters. Please don't doubt that the small things you do for your daughter are important. Oftentimes, when I'm grieving, the small moments with my dad are what I cling to the most. Small moments like dancing with him, and small moments like him holding me. Dads, hold your daughters. Even if they don't know it yet, it's one of the most special things you can do for her. When your daughter faces a struggle you can't fight for her, it'll help her tremendously to look back and remember feeling safe in your arms. If your daughters know they're safe in your arms, they will know they're safe in God's arms. Right now, I'm facing things in my life that I don't always know how to handle. My dad isn't here to fight them for me, but my dad taught me that when you go through valleys, sometimes all you can do is let God hold you and surrender the situation to him. Dads, please teach your daughter this. If you dance with your daughters and hold them tonight, it'll be a reflection on how God holds them in their valleys. Your daughters need that. Please be an example of Christ in your girls' lives. Don't just tell them how God views them, show them how God views them. Show your daughters that they are loved and beautiful and absolute princesses. Your little girl will grow up and she will go through hard times. You have the opportunity right now to impact her heart. My dad impacted my life so heavily that even though he died, the things he did and taught me will affect my life forever. So dads, I beg you tonight to take a moment to hold your daughter before the moment is gone.